So starting the test drive in this Explorer ST line, having it in eco mode now still gets up to speed pretty nicely. And once you let off of it, it's pretty much unnoticeable, the engine is. Road noise is pretty good so far. Ride quality's decent. It'll probably start to smooth out a little bit as I get driving because this has been sitting and it's 20 degrees outside. Now I actually like the sound that you get from the exhaust from the engine. It sounds aggressive. To me, it can kind of sound a bit strange, especially if you're used to the ST or the Tremor twin turbo V6. But compared to other lower displacement turbo 4-cylinders, one of the better sounding ones, I think. I actually like it better than the 2.5 you get in the Traverse and in the Enclave and all that. But this is a pretty solid option. Just talking about features and the price you get here, you get a Turbo 4, 10-speed automatic. You get rear-wheel drive, but that helps with your fuel economy quite a bit. And this one's still right around $50,000, considering you get the heated steering wheel, the heated seats, the Blue Cruise system. So I'm not disappointed at all with the overall package here, just on paper. Now it's relatively easy to drive, and again, this is me in the eco mode, so not having trouble getting up to speed or anything. I don't necessarily like how it pulls in the eco mode. It feels a bit strained almost. I feel like I'm working the system a bit hard there. But put it in normal mode, it's pretty good. And then sport mode, it's just it's wild how much power you can really get out of a Turbo 4. Let me just put it that way. Now with this one having the Street Pack, another reason this will ride just a tad bit harshly is because you have 21-inch wheels here. But I highly recommend the 21s just because they're a delight. They really are. They look so good, and they really make this thing feel like a true ST. Now driving it in normal mode, this is a better feel in terms of how it gets up to speed, how it feels based on the throttle response. And this is probably where I keep it. The eco mode would really just be for highway driving, in my opinion. It doesn't feel as good as the eco mode in the 3-liter EcoBoost, which feels like a normal mode here, but that's why you get a much better fuel economy with this engine as well compared to that twin turbo V6. Now for the money, I do think you get a really nice interior, that kind of unique cloth paired with the leatherette bolsters. It's really nice. The infotainment system is great. Like how, I guess, minimalistic this the shifter section is here with the bottle holders and all that. There's not a lot going on. It's not overwhelming. gonna give it a little pull getting on the interstate, get my tag out of the way here. Got a little bit of space, so let's open her up. Here we go. So, pretty good acceleration. Had it in sport mode, just gave it a little throttle, probably about a third. But it got up to speed very nicely. Now we're gonna put it in eco and test out the Blue Cruise system here, which I have on my Mustang Mach-E. I really like it. I don't ever use it per se, the hands-free and all that, but I do use the lane centering, the adaptive cruise, which is phenomenal. But see, I don't like that, and that's one thing I don't like about GM's Super Cruise. I don't like the car. I don't like Tesla doing it either, because it really doesn't know what it's doing yet. I feel like the technology has not gotten there where they can start changing lanes, because I know that I'm going down to the next exit to get over. But this is like, I just want to keep getting over until no one's in front of me. And just with all the other cars on the road too, I just don't think that our driver assist systems are quite there. And I feel like if they ever got there, it'd be dangerous, because AI is already dangerous. And I feel like if they start thinking that far ahead, like, I know this car is going this slow and I know it's not holding the speed, so I'm gonna do this, then we might be in trouble. But anyway, it's a little off topic there. Decent vehicle for the money. If you want a 3-row SUV, you only have maybe 3 or 4 people total, a couple kids, maybe the dog every so often, and something that looks fantastic on the road. Really a head turner, even though it's more basic trim compared to the other Explorer trims out there. I feel like this is the way to go. Really like having that street pack, the ambient lighting with the premium package, and just an overall sweet SUV. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Ford Explorer ST line.